welcome to This Is Us Versus Life. And as promised, we're back with a new episode. And as promised, we are giving our first interview, and it is a good one. And I'm going to get right into it. This person that we are interviewing today is an influencer. This person has over 40,000 followers on Instagram alone. That's 40,000 minds that this person can speak to anytime they want to. This person has worked hard and owned their own companies. That's companies with an S. This person has been a model. This person has been an activist. This person has written things down that many people have read. She has been a writer, but she didn't forget about the people. She never has, and I think never will. She has been a humanitarian. She has been a musician, a painter, an artist. She is currently all of those things and more. She is an actress, a professional person, and probably more importantly, she is a good person. She is a person with great wisdom, a person that knows how to fight for their happiness in life, which is what Us Versus Life is all about. Everybody, I want to introduce you to Catalina McGee. So, Catalina, please introduce yourself. Tell us about your journey.
Hey Didi, thank you for having me. Hi everyone, nice to virtually meet you all. My name is Catalina McGee, and to tell you about my journey, Well, I was born in Romania. I started painting and sold my first painting at an early age. I was a poet back then too, and I won some important poetry awards. Then as a teenager, I was in a rock band. Don't ask me about that. It wasn't successful. And then I acted at a local theater. I can say I've had a pretty creative childhood. Anyway, in 2013, I founded a humanitarian magazine that promoted sustainable, eco-friendly, and cruelty-free practices. Back when that wasn't even a thing, a lot of people were like, "What is being vegan?" I was a vegan for 6 years and then I got sick, so I had to just stop that. And in 2016, I moved to Israel in a diplomatic capacity and served at the US Embassy branch office in Tel Aviv, where I worked for NCIS, Force Protection Detachment Office there anyway, and then the Department of State, while also running my magazine company on the side, Trem Privé Magazine. Up until 2019, I either had two jobs at once or I was running other hustles at the same time. But then in 2019, I sold the magazine. I sold Trem Privé Magazine to focus on my work as an editor in the government sector, working at the Naval Safety Command in Virginia for 3 years. I am currently living in Las Vegas, and although I still work for the government now as a marketing SME for the Department of Agriculture, I work remotely. I love it. I am also actively working on my entrepreneur endeavors, such as real estate investing, publishing books. Check out my God Knows Best children's book, though, but I'm working on an adult book. And that would be it's interesting. I went from God Knows Best to how to make money from home book. And also, most importantly, focusing on my acting career, which is finally kicking off. I put my whole acting career on a side all these years serving the country, working in all these different government jobs, and now I'm finally in the States and I can give this a good shot. Especially being in Las Vegas, pretty close to LA, it's exciting.
That's awesome. I mean, this is why I'm so excited that this is one of my the first interview that I'm putting out, but it is one of my first interview choices because, I hope you all can see why she was chosen. Catalina, what did you want to be, and is that what you're doing now?
As a kid, I wanted to be free. As a teenager, if I look back, I wanted to be happy. Perhaps because I had a lot of pride. I was a troubled teenager. But then I grew up and learned that happiness is what's there when you remove that sense that something is missing in your life. Now, many years later, I've come to believe in the complete and utter insignificance of the self. Anyway, back to my 20s, I wanted to change the world. Although my magazine had a great impact and sparked a lot of positive change, I then moved into my 30s and things changed. Right now, my goal is financial freedom and to quietly help as many people as I can.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, that's what I was trying to let you guys know, but you hear it here for yourselves. Know now. I mean, what a journey of life look like. You're not alone. There are many out there who have started in one place and has worked hard to get to another place in life. So Catalina, what did you learn on your journey?
Oh, what did I learn on my journey? I learned that talent is not enough. Every person on this planet is born with some kind of special ability. What is truly special is the resourceful person who has the courage to invest in themselves or knows how to promote and showcase their gifts to others. Knowing how to sell yourself is key.
I told y'all she is someone special. I told you. And I hope that everybody is enjoying this as much as I am and getting something from this, because this is something that I think is worth way more than we could pay for. This is real. This is what life is, and this is someone taking their time to help us all have a better life. So lastly, I mean, before we get out of here, I just want to know, are you happy with the decision of what you're doing now? Is there any advice you would give to someone about life? Maybe professionally, relationships, just in general.
Yeah, of course, I'm happy. I think in life, you either win or you learn. I would give, it's a lot of advice. I start off with God knows best. Life is full of ups and downs, but maintaining a positive outlook can help you weather the tough times. I think you should focus on good things in your life, practice gratitude, always be grateful. It could always be worse. And just stay optimistic, knowing that God is in control and He knows best. And then another advice would be to stay proactive professionally, would be to take charge of your life and actively work towards your goals. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you, but rather seek them out and create them for yourself. If they close a door in your face, then find a way to buy that building.
Wow. This is why I had to interview her. And it just makes me want to ask one last question, if I could. What do you feel? This is the last question I would love to ask. What do you feel is the purpose of life? And then I'll let you go, because I know you're busy. You got a lot of things to do. Thank you.
So the purpose of life, I think, is to love. And I'm not talking about earthly, sexual kind of love. I am talking about true and pure love. To love God in the sense that you love one another as Jesus loved us, compassionately and unconditionally. To become one with God and to participate in His divine life, both now and in the age to come. I think that's all from me, and thank you so much for your time.
All right. So there you have it, the interview with the one and only the real Catalina McGee. Catalina, I appreciate your time, and I think that the folks that hear this definitely will. You shared your wisdom. As I said, you're a great person, and you are for sure a fighter. Because what you just heard, folks, is an example of what happened. And she kind of touched on it a little bit. Because what happens is we all have potential. Potential is mostly what we're born with. We have potential to do this or that, and it's just that. And potential can be great. It really can. It can take you to a great place in life, just based on your potential. And I think that's what we're saying is natural to you without you doing anything else. You just have it. But I think what we should remember is that when you have potential, as Catalina alluded to, it requires hard work. See, potential and hard work are two things that go well together when they are implemented. We have to work hard. And lastly, there's opportunity, because you have potential. And if you choose, you can work hard, but you need an opportunity. All you need is all three of those elements combined, and you will have a good experience. I'll offer another example. Potential would be an example of a person on their natural ability who could get all straight A's in elementary school. When you first enter school, everything's understood. It comes natural to you. But what that person could find out later is that the content of the education becomes a bit harder. And as that content of the education becomes a bit harder to understand, you may find that the potential is not enough. And that's where hard work comes in. Because a person that may not have had that potential in the beginning, but works harder in their studies or whatever else, whether it be sports, you name it, could overcome someone with great potential that doesn't work hard at it. You understand? And then lastly, you need an opportunity, because no matter how much potential and hard work you put in, someone has to give you that chance to prove that potential and hard work. So it's as simple as that. Again, I want to thank Catalina for the interview. Go follow her. She's great. She's very wise. Think you will enjoy it. And with that said, we'll see you all on the next one. Keep fighting for your happiness.